This conference will now be recorded.
I was just texting Art, asking where he was.
My question is, I mean, John's point is he wants to expand the apartment so to go into the town. So his shot.
He would like to see the town police, see the village police department expand into the town, because anytime he has a problem on Roostermont Road, we're the ones that generally go to his call.
Our liability company doesn't like that.
Well, we've been sued before outside the village.
So we were told years ago that like a fire district can be formed, but you can't form a police district. We were told
It's not
the
necessarily.
police district has to be the entire town, which was mess up.
If you don't tax that certain place, then that wouldn't be a problem. So in other words, if you expanded into Raybrook and not into the village of Saranac Lake, and we didn't expand into that area, as long as we don't assess them police tax on that, that would be fine. Does that
So
make
in
sense?
the town portion, there would be an added police tax,
Yes.
and village portion, it's within the
Village portion would probably go down with police, whatever the percentage would be.
Yeah.
I'm not the accountant, but it would be my understanding that the town would, and he understands that in his letter. He specifically points that out that,
I mean, in the past, the town people didn't want it because the taxes would go up.
Well, and we don't know that won't end up being the same result again. This supervisor is at least interested in pursuing the conversation. So
this is brought up by him. They're asking my thoughts, and and for what I say, I think we do a lot outside the town.
Yeah, I mean, our situation is stupid.
Two other things that I would say that would weigh heavily into that. The state police are not going to answer noise complaints. We answer noise complaints, and now with all the vacation rentals outside the village.
see, we can't answer on the backside of Mirror Lake, and that makes no sense to the residents. We have to drive right through the neighborhood to get to the other end of our own jurisdiction, but we can't.
Right.
On the other hand, if we have an accident out on the highway and it's outside the village, my view on it has been, we've got officers in their cars on the street all 24/7, and we're going to be the first car there. I don't care what the liability issue is. We can stabilize the scene until the right people get there and take care of it.
Everybody agrees.
It's just their liability people that don't like what I think is humanly right to do.
So those were questions that have been brought up. What was the other thing that?
So Jay's actively, he's
asking some opinions on it.
Yeah, and I think there may be a positive reaction from the town board to this if it's the town constituents that are asking for coverage. This time it may happen. I certainly would. We should be receptive, I think, and to discussion, and then figure out how it might be put together. Is there a
building part of the hospital, when you spread over greater tax base, if that's the choice.
But and the opportunity, while the hospital site is not available, the opportunity to put a public safety building out in the neighborhood of the firehouse would make a lot of sense. And although some people think that's the wrong place for a firehouse, I would argue that you can get to any end of this community more quickly from out there than you could if you were parked on Main Street. No question about it. Sure, you're not dealing with the traffic. Let me see what Art's up to here. Hey, Art, what's happening?
The meeting hasn't begun yet.
We've unlocked the meeting.
It says it's waiting for the meeting to start.
Okay, let's see.
If that doesn't work, why don't you just call and leave it there and I'll just listen in.
Well, I'll leave the phone on until Mindy gets back and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Because we did unlock it and it's being recorded. There's Mindy.
Hi.
Art says he still can't.
Yeah, Jason can't either. So Anita must have set up 2 of these.
Yeah, she sent a second one out.
Okay.
She sent the first one out